Summary of The Neurotic Personality of Our Time by Horney. Horney's classic work, published in 1937, is a foundational text in psychoanalysis that presents a revolutionary culturalist view of neurosis, moving away from the rigid biological focus of Freudian theory. 1. The core argument, culture not biology. Horney argues that neurosis is not primarily caused by repressed sexual instincts, as Freud claimed, but is instead generated by specific cultural and environmental conditions in modern society, particularly in Western culture. She highlights that the contradictions inherent in this culture, such as intense competition coexisting with ideals of humility, or excessive stimulus of needs with limited means to satisfy them, create unbearable inner conflicts and anxiety. 2. Basic anxiety and the neurotic strategies. The root of neurosis is basic anxiety, which is the feeling a child develops of being isolated, helpless, and endangered in a potentially hostile world. This feeling arises from deficient parenting or a lack of genuine warmth and affection in the early environment. To cope with this overwhelming anxiety and insecurity, the neurotic individual develops rigid defense strategies, known as the 10 neurotic needs. These needs are irrational, insatiable, and indiscriminate, essentially becoming compulsive attempts to achieve safety. 3. The 3 neurotic trends, or movements. Horney later grouped these 10 needs into 3 fundamental and conflicting patterns of relating to others. A person suffering from neurosis will compulsively rely on one of these trends, sacrificing their true potential. Neurotic trend, core strategy, goal of the movement, moving toward people, compliance, seeking excessive affection, approval, and a powerful partner. To achieve safety by being compliant, helpless, and loved. Moving against people, aggression, seeking power, exploitation, and prestige, a need to control. To achieve safety by dominating, being superior, and exploiting others. Moving away from people, withdrawal, seeking self-sufficiency, independence, and isolation, a need to be distant. To achieve safety by not depending on anyone and avoiding emotional involvement. In the neurotic individual, these 3 movements exist in conflict, and their rigidity and compulsive nature are what cause suffering and restrict the individual's development. Conclusion: the book provides a detailed psychological and cultural analysis of how these defense mechanisms shape the neurotic personality, showing that the neurotic pays a high price for their rigid attempts at self-protection, resulting in a life lived far below their true potential for growth and self-realization.